works for me, and I stick with what works. So,
That's right.
And it's Chevron. Totally not mine, it's Cindy's. But I use the mini purses, and I always go through exactly how Megan goes through with the boxes. I do the exact same thing. I literally get my Hostess up there, and I stack them. I used to have a little jewelry tray, and I would stack the pieces on the side, 1, 2, 3. But then, for some odd reason, I don't know what's going on with my customers, they were constantly asking me which boxes went with which bonuses or the 30%, and all of a sudden I was like, okay, not what we need to be discussing. So now I just stack them, and just stack them one on top of each other. So I do the exact same thing, and I pass out the wonderful little things at the very beginning of my show. I'm a little bit anal about it. If you come in late, that's the first thing you get. Like I literally have this thing about, I live in Miami, everybody comes late to everything. It's a Latin thing. So if they come late, I meet them at the door and I give them their mini purse. And I give them their mini purse and they're like, what's this? I'm like, you'll find out, sit down. I was starting really, really late, and I was talking to Emily, and Emily was like, you got to figure out a way. So that's how I kind of do it. So they get their mini purses. I do my whole show with them with the mini purses. I'll let them get attached to the little mini purses. Inside of my mini purses, I have one of 3 things. Either Premier Incentives, the stretchy rings, or the bracelet, the Premier bracelet, charm bracelet, or a card. And it's the old Draper cards, I think they were, the shopping spree, the $25. And I take with me 15 purses. I have one that says $50 shopping spree. I have 3 that says $25, and everything else is the little rings. Okay. And then I start from left to right. It is exactly what you've heard from everybody else. That's how I do it. But my number one thing that I do before I ask anyone is I say to them, now ladies, we are going to do the best part of the show because you all love me so much. And this part of the show means that you get to see me again. Yay. And they all kind of go like this. And I say, the reason is because those purses that you all love so very much get to go home with you for one of 2 things. Number 1 is you want me to come and share everything that I have done today with you. Now, ladies, the most important part of this is that you all realize that it doesn't have to be in your house. A lot of you really don't want me to come to your house because then you have to clean. Let me back up. I have a very high-level clientele, a certain amount of them, and they really don't want people in their homes. They really don't. And so I was getting that a lot. And so now I say at the very beginning, if you don't want to be in your house, that's cool. I do go to Panera. I do go to Chili's. I love Starbucks. I would love to do that. Or I can meet you at your place of work or anything like that. Now, back to what we were talking about. You're going to get me. And you're going to get all of my jewelry, and you're going to get all this fun time, and you're going to get everything you want out of me. I can do that. Or the second thing that I can do with your little purse is I can come to your home. You can invite 4 other people, and you can bring 2 items of clothing. And I will do a style session with you. You, 4 people, and each of them brings 2 items of clothing. The reason I started to do that was because I started to see that a lot of women wanted one-on-one care. They wanted one-on-one consulting. The jewelry was all nice, but they didn't know what the heck to do with that jewelry. And so the big parties are wonderful, and it's great for retail, and it's great, and I do pretty well with retail. But a lot of those women really just wanted to ask me questions and really wanted to try it on. So I offer them. That's one of 2 things that you can do.